Hi, this is Joel. It is Story Pipe from Yahoo News. The White House offered Tuesday to make political strategist Karl Rove and former counselor Harriet Miers available for congressional interviews, but not testimony under oath in the investigation of the firing of 8 federal prosecutors. This deals with Alberto Gonzalez and the fact that 8 federal prosecutors were fired under kind of cloudy circumstances, with the White House giving multiple different reasons. And so Congress is asking for lawmakers to be able to interview Harriet Miers and Karl Rove under oath in order to investigate this. Okay, Senator Charles Schumer, a Democrat from New York, said he would still press for White House aides to testify under oath, but that White House counsel Fred Fielding indicated he didn't want to negotiate whether Rove and others would have to appear in a full hearing. The president was also to talk about his position on the offer made to Congress, a subject on which he feels strongly. Such interviews would be private and conducted without the need for an oath, transcript, subsequent testimony, or the subsequent issuance of subpoenas, Fielding said. Congress, in short, is receiving a virtually unprecedented window into personnel decision-making within the executive branch. I watched part of a press conference with Tony Snow talking to the press, and they were asking, why is it that you can't have these people under oath? Why is it that they can't have a transcript of what it is that these people are saying? Tony Snow said, look, this is an amazing opportunity. This is unheard of. Yes, it's unheard of that anyone from the White House would ever want to talk without a transcript or under oath. Oh my God, that's unheard of. And the press said, why don't you want a transcript? He said, because we don't want people to hold that paper up, that transcript up, and do a bunch of politicking with it and hold it up like it's a flame in the night, right? And they said, but there's a transcript of the press conference that you and I are talking in right now. And in fact, every day after the press conference, there's this transcript that we can look at so that when we say something in the paper about you, we can't get it wrong. And that you don't come back later and say, I didn't say that, because it's in the transcript. And Tony Snow said in response, you remember after that press conference yesterday and you and I in the corner and had a conversation? There was no transcript for that. Okay, so what Tony Snow is saying is like, he's comparing Congress interviewing Harriet Miers and Karl Rove to like a brief conversation in a window, under a windowsill or something, like outside eating some pies. Like, imagine that Harriet Miers and Karl Rove and a couple members of Congress were at, Kentucky Fried Chicken, just having a conversation, right? They're just talking about the 8 federal prosecutors, just, off the cuff, over a biscuit and some gravy, right? And then, now imagine it's not just a couple Congress people, but it's the entire Congress just happens to be eating at the same KFC. But not actually in the front of the KFC, but in that, behind the door that says employees only, private. But except not all of Congress, the ones without the correct security clearance, they can't even be in the building. See, who needs a transcript for that? Okay, bye.